welcome to episode 4, guys. Our host, or our guest today is Scarra.
He said our host.
Yeah.
You want to know something fun?
What?
Every guest we've had has come raw dogging feet. Just feet out. No socks. Dogs for free.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
You got the memo.
Yeah. I mean,
Who the fuck just fell?
that was Michael.
That was Michael.
I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. Like, I've looked at my feet wiki rating. It's not that good. And you know what? I've come to accept that. It's fine.
not that good. Let me see your feet.
No, I don't want to show you.
Yeah, they're not that good.
I know. It's not because you compare me to Sean's feet and Sean's
feet are nice, but he's not on wiki feet.
Yeah, well,
Which is surprising to me.
Their fault.
You could
Okay.
change that.
Yeah.
You're right. You're
you
so
could be
right.
the change.
Yeah.
I wonder.
This guy sleeps till 2 every day. You just go in this room.
Think about it. You take photos of Sean's feet. You sell them. Nobody knows it's Sean's feet.
Yeah.
Sean doesn't know you're selling his feet. You make millions.
Yeah.
People think it's my feet.
Yeah.
See,
No. Like, not even that.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Like, you just create a new persona.
The thing is, though, I actually think Sean should do that.
Yeah.
Like, that's how nice his feet are.
He's been wanting to do something like different recently.
A new project.
And that's
Yeah.
his new project.
I'm just saying,
Just for
like,
Sean.
okay, would you look down at someone who sold their feet pics?
No.
Would you look down on someone?
Yeah.
Get that bag.
That's what I'm saying. If he literally was like, yo, I forgot to remember my wallet, hold up, and just take out his phone and started snapping pics at the table, I'd be like, shit, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Pays pretty fucking well if we can pay for 4 people.
Well, Scarra.
Yeah.
Speaking of feet, we typically start these pods with our guest singing their favorite theme song. Could be from a TV show, could be from anything.
Oh, okay. My favorite theme song. I don't know how the beginning starts. And then it goes, Teen Titans, go. And then you have the...
Oh, so Teen Titans.
Yeah, I fucking love that. But I don't know how to do like the beginning of it, man.
Okay, so now after you said Teen Titans, I know what you're trying to hum.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I'd love this theme
It's
song.
like
This is a crazy theme song. You know who to call. Teen Titans!
Banger. Then the follow-up to that is, if you were a furry, what are you? What's your persona? What's your fursona?
It would probably be like, I don't like how you Googled Scarra Furry. I would like it to be probably a dragon. Also, did you know, this is completely random. I learned this last week. That theme song plays in either Japanese or English at the beginning of the episode. And if it's one language, it's a more comedic episode. And if it's the other language, it's a serious episode.
Whoa.
I too am chronically online. If it's in the English version, it's a serious. If it's
You
Japanese,
saw it?
then it's
I love Jodi.
You knew this?
then it's the comedic episode.
Oh, so this is why it's in your brain's palace right now, because
I saw one thing on TikTok.
you
yeah.
guys saw it TikTok.
I saw it on Twitter.
Oh. Well, I saw that on Twitter, but I saw
Chronically online.
this on... yeah.
I like that you answered that fursona question so fast.
Well, like, the thing is, it's like, I
A furry.
just have things that people associate with furries, and it's just a common coincidence.
What about you is screaming furry?
Well, I have this suit, a baseball mascot of an...
He literally has a
Not
fursuit.
beating the allegations. Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, and...
So you're not furry, you're scaly. Well, I guess it is an umbrella.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I am, but that's like the technical
Right.
definition of someone who was into that kind of stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm. What about you guys?
Well, before we get into that, after they say their fursona, you're familiar with like Power Rangers, right?
Yeah.
So you know how they're like, it's morphin' time, Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah.
Can you say like Fursona and then what you're going to turn into? And then just do it to that camera for us.
I'm convinced none of your guests ever do this. And
Wait, every guest does.
Yeah.
I do
They
not
are
believe-
always
But
like
the hosts
suspicious like
don't.
this, but yeah.
I do not believe you. Okay, so what did they do?
So
Well, it's up to you. Like you choose your...
yeah. You start by yelling like Fursona and then you say like what you're going to turn into.
My alternate persona is just my name, if that makes sense.
No, like the type of animal.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can just, when you're ready, that camera.
They don't do this. I know they don't do this. He just brought it up to fake it out. They did not do this. I do not
Yeah.
believe you
Wait,
guys.
Scar's pleading with our staff in the back.
I'm
He
just
doesn't-
saying that we don't do this.
So okay. So they just go something like Fursona and then dragon.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you would say that in like one.
Oh, okay.
And then that I can't remember.
Yeah. that
Okay. It's like Fursona, dragon.
Perfect. Yeah. And then in the edit, I think we typically we'll do something with that.
Oh. I'm gonna remember this moment as a moment I made a mistake. like there's moments at times where like time slows down, and time like literally slowed down. Like I think I saw Amanda start crying in the background, and I'm just like, I made a mistake. Like there's just problems, and I just made a problem.
Have you ever? What other times in your life have you felt that the slowdown? That's a mistake.
I remember really embarrassing moments of myself. And so one of the times that I always remember was when I was in the debate club for like the first year. I stuttered on all of my sentences. So my mom was like, yo, you should learn to speak better. Join the debate club. And I'm like, no. But because I didn't join the tennis club, my mom forced me to join the debate club. So I was forced into it. And I think during the competition, I peed my pants. And I was just like, this is like the worst. Because I was so stressed and nervous
so you
about
said
it.
you think.
No, I did.
Okay. I was gonna say you know it or when you do.
I was just like, I was so nervous or something. Something came up. I don't exactly remember the situation. I just remember
Just blacked out.
it's just like a core memory in like the worst possible way.
How old were you?
And it was high school.
Oh, that's traumatic.
Yeah.
What triggered the pee? Did they like ask you a question and you were
Bro,
like,
I don't know. I think I just really had to pee. And it was like a common, like I just didn't go to the restroom because you have to be in between like when you're debating, it's like a very time sensitive thing.
Mm.
So what happens is you go up there and you give out your presentation. You have 3 minutes, and then like you get cross examined, and then they give their thing, and then there's more time left. So it's like you literally take like it's a very time intensive thing. And so I was just under a lot of pressure there, and I don't remember all the stuff. All you need to know is that like, you know, it's one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done.
do you just like kind of muscle through it when that happened? Was this like middle?
I don't
End
see. You're
of
asking
debate?
me a lot of things, and my memory long term is not
Oh.
terribly
You
good.
just
You-
blacked it
yeah,
out
you
of
probably
his-
also-
I've literally like just like
it didn't happen.
it happened, but like, and I accept it, and I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna throw that back there as it never happened. But if someone asked me on a podcast on a Friday or Wednesday,
Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
Tuesday
It's a Tuesday.
evening at 10 p.m., I might bring it up.
You got none of that right, dude. But hey, that's an embarrassing moment. I would choose to also forget that.
Yeah.
Do you think debate club helped you? Like, did you? Become a
I
better
eventually
speaker?
became captain of the debate club.
Oh.
Damn. So you were like, "Sup, guys? First day peeing, but I'm showing you all fools like
No,
how
I
it's
don't-
done."
I
And then you
know.
came back stronger.
I don't think I ever told anyone that, and when I was at the school.
Well, the thing is, how do you hide that? Doesn't everyone know?
Were you just like at the podium like
He's asking very specific questions, and I don't remember. But it was like when you do a
People
competition.
knew.
Yeah, some people do. Probably like the judge and like my opponent, but like maybe probably all their schools and their friends, and they're like their best friends and like their sons
like
even.
everybody.
Yeah, but like
and it was televised too. So
Yeah.
I'm sure.
No, it wasn't televised
Nationally.
that one, but like I think a lot of people didn't know. It didn't spread around my school.
Are you sure? Like, how are you sure?
Don't make me relive.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, yeah,
my-
no one.
I have still wake up sometimes, and I'm just like, oh my god, I missed my exam, or like I'm late to my class, and I'm just like, I haven't been to class in like 14 years.
I have those things though too. Like, I have nightmares where I miss an exam, or like I'm late to
Yeah.
turn something in.
I'm like, I wake up and like, why am I naked in the classroom and with a Scantron? I'll be like, what the fuck?
Okay.
But like, I really have to do this exam.
I never had like one of those like homework or school dreams ever
Really?
until I think this was like a month ago. I had a dream that I was in a class, like a college level class, taught by our friend Ryan Higa.
Okay.
I was in class. Celine was also in class
Oh.
with me. And it was like we came into class that day and he was like, all right, pop exam. And every question was like actually impossibly hard. Like, and not just like it wasn't like for a specific subject. It was like impossibly hard, just like weird life questions. Like this train's going this way, but there's a bird flying away. How many eggs do you have? Like that kind of stuff. And I remember just becoming so infuriated. It like I'm looking around and everyone in the class is sweating. Like, oh, looking at the clock, going by. Everyone's maybe like 50% in, and by the end of it, we're like, I can't. We're all gonna fail. And then Ryan tells everyone like, I guess I could stay for another 15 minutes, but that's all you get. It was something like that. There's I think elements too that I'm forgetting, but I messaged Ryan about that after I woke up and was like, you gave me my first like homework dream and I hate you for that. And he goes like, oh, it was all part of you're supposed to get up and just leave. And then you'd pass. I was like, did you do that? And I was like, next time, right? Next dream I'll do that.
Do you guys have like horror dreams or dreams you remember? Because the only dream I remember like very like somewhat vividly is the one where I was like my scariest dream ever.
I don't generally have like really scary dreams. I do remember most of my dreams, and the only time that I've had a really like scary dream, but I can't remember it, was when I was taking ashwagandha, which is basically
the drug.
Yeah, you take my naturopathic doctor prescribed me ashwagandha because my cortisol levels are through the roof. In other words, I'm stressed apparently all the time. So I take ashwagandha. My dreams get weird, which is apparently a very common side effect of ashwagandha.
But they didn't warn you.
It's something I knew, and they did like be like, oh, there's side effects, but they didn't go into specifics. But apparently, yeah, weird dreams are very common. And the thing is, I'm pretty good about remembering my dreams. Yeah. I don't remember any of them other than when I woke up and been like, that was a fucking weird dream. Or I'd wake up and be like,
cold sweat.
Yeah, literally. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to take that anymore.
Did I ever tell you guys the scary dream I had?
Mm-mm.
I was next to the pool. It was like a pool party and someone's phone rings next to me. They pick it up. Who is it? And then they give it to me. They pass it to me. And I pick it up. I'm like, excuse me, hello. And the voice on the other end is like a deep voice. And they're like, I told you not to do that. And I was like, excuse me, who is this? And he just says, run. It electroshocks my hand. And I wake up in a cold sweat. And my heartbeat at that time must have hit like 200.
That's so scary.
I spent the next hour being like, I'm going to fucking die today. Like, so it was in like the middle. It was like the very early morning. My room was very dark. So I'm looking around my room like, and like, that was the only dream I remember. I usually forget most of my dreams. And that's the one where I'm like, if I get another dream like that, I do not want to go back to sleep. Like ever.
Did this have anything to do with our Winchester shoot?
It was before that.
Oh, before.
I usually I don't get scared about stuff like, I don't know. I don't really get like ghostly fear or something like that. I don't know.
My scary dreams are normally related to like humans doing
like
something.
Like this is something where like if that happened to me in real life, I'd be fucking terrified. But I was just like, I woke up being like, that was like one of the scariest things I've ever had happen.
For context, we did a shoot in the Winchester Mystery House, haunted. Woo. World's largest haunted house.
Everyone on the staff swears it's haunted. And like I go in there a little bit skeptical, right? And these 4 people are like, no, we swear it's haunted. Like they wouldn't even show us tour one of the places because they're like, we've had bad juju in there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay.
You said when we got back, you had a bad dream.
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember?
I don't remember. What did I say?
Yeah, well, so we had the shoot there. We were there throughout the night. Causing a ruckus. Then we slept there for a little bit.
Some of us slept.
We left, and then the night that we left, the next morning you were like, I had a horrible nightmare.
Blocked it out of my memory. I don't remember anything.
See, and that's why ignorance is bliss. Really, knowledge is not power. It's responsibility. You don't want that.
So true, King.
Also, speaking of fears, so Sean's birthday was recently, and we watched The Grudge, which this is my first time watching it.
I've never seen The Grudge.
You've never seen it?
No.
Let's watch the Japanese Grudge.
Wait.
Yeah.
There's 2. Because it was based off the Japanese one, right?
Yeah. So I grew up when I was like in middle school and I watched the Japanese version.
Okay.
Still, I think that scared the shit out of me. Like, truly, that was so scary. And then Sean wants to watch The Grudge. He puts on the...
For his birthday.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said for his birthday, his wish is to watch The Grudge and have a sleepover. So we're like, sure, man. Okay. We watched The Grudge, but not the Japanese version. And surprisingly, not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good movie.
Yeah, it wasn't...
Had some cool stuff. Yeah.
Wasn't that scary?
No, the Japanese version is way scarier. But apparently the acting is worse.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it's been literally years since
Sean
I've
was
seen
saying
it.
it's a toss-up. Yeah. Like, Japanese one is scarier, but the English one has like better acting, apparently.
I guess we'll just have to watch that one and then I'll sleep over.
But so the next day or the next night, I had to go into the attic,
Ugh.
and my room is the only room with attic access.
Yes.
And it's like, looks just like the Grudge attic, where like you get up there and like your kind of elbows are resting, and like you turn because you walk up and you see like the HVAC system in front of you, but there's a whole room and doorway and like all this stuff behind you. So as soon as you come up, you kind of like peek your head behind and see just this looming door that's like really creepy.
It's not even a door. It's a half of a door. It's a teeny tiny little rectangle that just leads to another dark, scary room.
If you've seen our Halloween short film, horror short, you are familiar with this. But bye, Vaughn.
Bye, Vaughn.
Bye, Vaughn.
The weird thing about it was I went up there and the hatch to the roof was open. It was left open.
What?
So, and I was wondering because my room had been really cold recently. So it was just like,
God,
wafting
that is
in.
kind of creepy.
Well, it's funny because I'm on my way to another shoot and I get a call from Brun. Brun's like, "Hey, what are you doing? You sleeping?" I'm like, "No, man, I'm on my way somewhere in the car." "Okay, I just wanted to hang out and see if you wanted to come to the attic with me." I'm like, "No, I don't want to do that. I'm long gone."
He says, "Come hang out in the attic."
Yeah,
you
he's like,
dim.
"I'm scared. Help."
I thought it'd be fun at first, but then when I was up there, I was like, I think I'll go back to my room.
Yeah, fuck that.
There. I when I think of something happening like that, I get spooked. Even though I don't like really believe in ghosts or paranormal, I'm like I don't ever want to be wrong, or you know,
Yeah.
like so like I'd be the type of guy when I was really young. I'd go in the mirror or in the restroom at night and then like say Bloody Mary twice. And then
3
just
times, dude. It's 3.
No. But I'd only say it twice.
Just in case.
And then like I would be like scared to say it. And then like I would just hide in the toilet for a little bit with the lights on.
In the toilet?
Well, like,
you just getting in the
No,
toilet?
I mean like imagine there's a like my old house, old house had like a shower and a toilet like in another room with a door. So I would just close the door. I don't know why I closed it. I'd keep the lights on. And I'd be like checking, I'd be making sure that like,
dude, just go to a different room. Get out of the bathroom.
Yeah, that's where she enters. That's where she comes.
Small me was not smart. Okay, I would argue that I didn't get.
You were like waiting for Santa Claus.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But like that's I definitely am like I don't want to risk any of this stuff.
I've heard my fair share of paranormal stories from people, like friends or relatives, that I just try to maintain a neutral energy.
Yeah, they can or can't exist, and if they do,
yeah, cool.
Stay
You're
with-
on that plane and I'm on this
yes,
one.
the mortal plane is nice, but not nicer than your plane. So you just,
Right.
you guys can chill over there.
yeah, what are you doing over here? You got
Yeah.
so much space over there.
So full disclosure, I've watched about 10 minutes of an OTV podcast, a new season. I've not watched more than that. Fill me in. How you guys feeling? How's it all look? It's all
It was pretty good, man.
okay.
Yeah.
I like that there's dedicated hosts. I think you guys are. This is the nicest way I could put it. People who like to talk a lot. And so I think those are necessary for people for podcasts. Like
What do you mean by that, Scarra?
well, I think like when your lips move up and down, words come out and not air a lot of times. And for successful podcasts, you can't have your lips be still. So you do a good job.
So we are professional yappers, is what you're saying.
Yes. And honestly, that's great. Like, that's why I have a podcast with Peter, because like,
You are a professional yapper.
Yeah, like,
especially when it comes to
I
weeb stuff.
Yeah, which I just okay. This is so funny. I told Jodi this year that I think I've become a weeb over time, and the look she gave me when I said that was just like incredulous.
Man, I don't understand. What do you mean become this
this
year?
year?
That's what I said.
Well, like at first it was like
No, you've just been in a weeb in denial, and now you are finally coming to acceptance. You're an accepted weeb, but you've been a weeb. I don't know how to tell you this, man. You've been a weeb.
So like
You're the most weeb person I know.
There are some moments where your lips should go like this, and some when they should stay like this.
What the hell? What movie is that from?
No, he's a debater. That came off the dome.
No, that's like a
I don't know what movie that's from.
Masters in Disguise.
Master of
Disguise.
the turtle guy.
The turtle?
Yeah, I swear he goes talk, and it should be like this.
That's.
Wow.
I think you're right.
I think you're right too.
Right? Is that
got
not
it.
ringing a bell to you guys?
That was a great.
I swear
character.
he's in the turtle costume. He's like, your lips are moving. I don't remember.
Did you just subconsciously pull from this? Have you seen this movie before?
I did not remember this existed until she said it.
I
But
forgot
maybe
this movie. I
subconsciously.
used to love this movie as a kid.
Really?
Yeah, this is the perfect kid movie. Like, look at it. It's crazy.
You know what I watched when I was a kid? Like I remember being young and being like my favorite movie was Warriors of Virtue, which
I don't know what that is.
you weren't even born when they came out.
How old are you?
34.
4. I was gonna say 3. Oh my god, it's right there.
This is what I want you to do. Any
Go back a little
questions?
bit.
Did you just tell me this is what you're doing? This is what I want you to do.
You're
questions?
crazy. I did not remember this scene, but you're crazy for remembering this.
Good for you.
I won the debate. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for coming.
Fuck.
Unanimous winner.
I can't beat people who are cinema buffs, man. What can I say?
Yeah, just 2 cinema buffs here and a weeb.
Well,
Well, allegedly.
wait. Well, no, never mind. Yeah, what? So you're cinema. I keep wanting to say cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
You're a
Yep.
cinnamon.
Yeah.
You're a weeb. What am I? I'm not a cinema buff.
You're a bookie.
I'm
Yeah.
a bookie.
You're what I tried to be and couldn't. I couldn't go all the way through.
What stopped you?
I just liked reading stuff with pictures. Like I went back to my kid era, and I'm like, I need pictures to go with words, and so I just the thing is I still really like fiction, and I still have like some favorite series that'll always be like goats for me.
Mhm.
You know,
You want to know something fun?
what?
When I was a child, my parents would try to like bribe me to read. So I would get, I think it was like a penny a page or like two pennies a page, something like that. And at first it kind of worked where I was like reading normal books. And then I found manga.
Oh,
And it went from like me reading maybe 100 pages in a month to, all right, I read 1,200 pages.
wow.
Did they
were
look
like-
at what material you were reading?
Well, they were like, what? How? Because I literally like, we'd go to like a Barnes and Noble or something or Borders, buy a book. Sometimes I would finish it that day and be like, cool, we can return it. Let's get the next one.
That is, this is what I didn't know about him. He actually reads manga. And so I've recommended him manga over the years. And it's weird to recommend something and have them come back to me and be like, oh, I finished it. Like literally like a couple weeks later. And I was like, what the fuck? You read all of it? So I recommended him like Chainsaw Man because I thought like it's really fucking cool story. And so he read it all. And then like some other stuff. It all worked out. Dan and Dan.
It's really good,
Fuck
like
yeah.
storyboarding inspiration.
Yeah, no, they are
Oh.
wild. Like I only recommend stuff that does like creatively very crazy. It's super out there in how they do a lot of topics.
Yeah. Like actually, Lauren, who does like a lot of our like thumbnail work,
Yeah.
I recommended to her, I was like, do you read manga? She's like, no. Like, find some because you're going to find that it really helps your design layout, your design eye.
Oh, the way they panel is insane.
Yeah.
Some of them.
I used to read so much manga, man, and now nothing.
And now you're a booker.
See, but I used to be both, and now I
Same.
don't know. Like I let it go, man.
No, same. And like I always tell people at some point I'm gonna go back to fiction. I have a series I've been piling up. But the problem is the series that I want to read is one of my favorite series of all time, and the author is just crazy and writes like 100,000 words a week.
Oh,
It's a updating free fiction series
cool.
called The Wandering Inn. They're like the number one. They've won every award. They've won like the best fiction web serial on
I've heard of
Reddit
this.
like 3 or 4 times. They're incredible. They've been around for multiple years, and I finished volume 5. Finishing 5 volumes, I think, of this series is like finishing the entire Harry Potter series twice. So they're currently
this is where you're going back.
yeah,
Like, this
they're
is
currently on volume 10, and like the world building here is just it's such a unique story and would never have been released normally, I think. Because there would have been an editor that was like, stop this shit. But since there wasn't, the author had a lot of like leeway to be able to really go crazy in terms of like just how characters feel about stuff. Like just write and kind of ramble, and it's an incredible read. I like honestly.
So this is where you will go back and probably go back to your roots with and push you back into reading.
I would read this again. Yes.
Oh, I see.
When I
Noted.
at some point I went from reading fancy fiction or just fiction. Fancy fiction has always been my thing I read. And then I got through like stuff like Redbull. I got through like before Percy Jackson even existed. I was reading whatever there was out there. I read like I always say this like during my finals year of freshman for college. Wow, that came out terribly, but you understand what that meant. I read 29 books in 30 days. Almost failed my finals. It was really bad, super fucking bad. But it was really nice. Like I read like a shitload of fiction during that time.
It's just fun to.
I had a day. I woke up. I read literally 24 hours. I did not leave my bed.
Damn.
Like it was.
That's my dream.
Fucking crazy. I slept on the floor in college, so it's just like, damn.
Man.
Can we unpack that? You slept on the floor in college?
You know how like you have those pictures of like even like early gamers where it's just like their mattress on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, it's not even that bad. Like let's be real, it's not that bad. He gave me a weird look.
I think when you're in college, do you have a bed frame? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Right, you have one now, right?
Yeah, it's nice. It's a really nice bed frame.
Cool, okay.
But like honestly, like if I didn't, I'd be like okay. But I mean, I think mattress on the floor is just like a very stereotype of gamers. But then you look at stuff like Asian culture, which are famous for like the Tommy mats and stuff like that, and then people aspire to be more Asian. And I'm just going back to my roots.
Right.
Yeah.
So we
Why
should go
did
back
you
to
bring
our
up this
roots.
picture? What is that? That's like,
So that was your college norm.
that's
huh?
not okay. But
Did you have the TV propped on a cardboard box as well?
oh, this is gonna sound insane to you guys. I usually don't have TVs next to my bed at any point in
I
my
don't
life.
either.
Really?
I don't watch TV.
Even like as like a second screen for like other stuff.
Mm-mm.
That's strange. Most of the people I've seen room wise always have like a TV or something that they can watch while they're in bed. Almost always. Like I visited a lot, but like
I also don't have that.
you.
I was gonna say, am I the abnormal?
Well, I used to, and I would say you are the abnormal.
Yes,
Most people do have a TV that they fall asleep to. In bed.
absolutely.
Wait, really? For real?
Yeah.
Everybody in this room has a TV in this room? Okay, no. Leave a comment. I need to know.
You guys, you guys are. I feel like I visit a lot of people where that's the case, and I always feel like it's me who's the weird one. But I don't know.
Well, so you'll hear like for better sleep. People,
Oh my god, 71% of people living in television have TV in their bedroom.
Yeah. So there's a lot of like better health sleep stuff where it's like you should get the TV out of your bedroom. It'll really help because so many people just leave it on and have that light and all that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you're doing yourself a favor.
I guess so.
I used to like throughout high school, I had a TV in my bedroom and would just like fall asleep to it.
Oh,
So like that was my version of like your white noise.
Yeah. Well, I've never had white noise till well, that's not true.
oh, do you sleep with white noise now?
So I used to sleep with rain sounds
cool.
in
Rainy mood.
Washington
Got
because
it.
it just rained so much.
Oh, you mean like real
and then I
rain.
got a rain, like I would have my little Alexa thing play rain when it
Yeah.
wasn't raining because I got so used to it. And then now I have a literal white noise because, well, I got a lot of roommates. So
Wait, you're telling me
I guess
John's
it was
loud?
my TV or like it's my equivalent TV.
Oh.
I don't know. That is interesting. See, I have a really hard time falling asleep to TV because all I hear is the TV. Like I
See,
can't zone it out.
You're really interesting to me in that I feel like are very sleep sensitive. Like I can put on the TV, I can fall asleep. Like I could fall asleep on a train. Like by choice. Like it's not like I'm like so exhausted. I could be like, yeah, I'll fall asleep here and then conk.
He's also a little different.
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
I am a little different
I can
too.
sleep
Yeah.
in like some places. TV though, I can't.
I used to be able to sleep like my normal way to go to sleep used to be I would read or watch something, and eventually my eyes would get so tired I go to sleep, which is like fine. That seems pretty normal. And then ever since this year, it's like if I don't turn off my phone, I don't go to sleep.
Yeah.
Wait, that's me. So like I can brute force myself to stay awake. Like I have to be like, okay, it's 2 a.m. Jodi, put the book down, go to bed.
Do you guys have this where if you look at lights, the lights stretch?
Oh, astigmatism?
Yes.
No.
Like
No.
I used to think everyone has this. I used to think everyone in their life had this.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you have astigmatism, when you look at lights, it seems like the lights stretch, and the more tired you are, I love that
He doesn't know how to
that was actually pretty fucking
Astigmatism
close. Yes.
with
So
an
it's
A.
like that. So that picture where the lights are stretching, I see that every day.
You can kind of do it if you squint
Squint,
at a light.
yeah.
Your eyelashes will do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I see. And the more tired I am, the longer the lights stretch. So I can tell how tired I am. So right now, the light behind you is stretching, and I'm like, oh, I'm a little tired.
Fatigued.
Right
Yeah, okay.
So it's a kind of a thing where like my body naturally tells me how tired I am. But like I would not be able to brute force it. I would just pass out.
Well,
Like I would commonly have
dude, when we were in Japan and I saw Scarra reading manga on the train or something
And
on the
just-
bus, and the amount of times that I hear because you dropped your phone on the train floor and then you go and pick it up, rinse and repeat. I'm like, dude, just go to sleep. Because it happened like 3-4 times that you drop your phone and you just pick it back up and start reading again.
She catches me at the worst times.
I'm like, that's crazy.
Sometimes, I just can't brute. I'll try to brute force it. It doesn't work, especially if we're on like really quiet places like the Japanese train or bus.
I can't believe that like you fall asleep, that your phone falls out of your hand and you decide, I'm going to do that again and again.
Well, like obviously, like to learn a lesson, you have to repeat it. And so like after the first or second time, I'm like, you know what? I didn't learn that much. And I learn a lot. I try to learn a lot. So I just go through.
Maybe you try to learn a lot, but are not learning a lot.
Yeah. In some cases, some cultures call that being slow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why isn't he Googling being slow? That's weird. Please do not do that.
You're a funny one, Scarra.
I commonly think a lot of my happiness comes from if I think I'm funny or not. And if I'm not funny, it like hurts me sometimes. Like I don't like it. But then like I have this thing where I am terrible I've had situations where my hubris has been so bad that it's killed me. So it means that I never am ever confident a lot about my statements because of that.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You are throughout the years, I think we've learned your
Yeah.
one-liners go wild. Like
Crazy.
and they just kind of just float out of you. I'm curious, do you have like a humor, not inspiration, but do you know what like influenced you? Like who were
being
you
around funny people? I literally think I tell Lily this. I told her this. I don't think you can be friends with Lily unless you're funny. Because she her reaction to people who aren't funny is like scathing almost sometimes. She does it as a joke, but like I feel like the only way you'd ever be friends with Lily, like good friends, is if you're funny. And so I picked up on humor from the people around me who I feel like are much funnier than me or have a lot of very specific types of humor. And I try to incorporate that into my own. You know, I still remember the first time I talked to John and he told me that he studied people's humor. And I always thought of John as someone who was like, go with the flow, like, haha, he just fucking shows up. Hey guys, kind of deal, like a goofy little cartoon that just jumps in kind of thing. But he's like more studious than probably a lot of people I know.
Oh yeah.
Like this guy,
he's a prepper.
yeah,
He is a prepper.
So before he started playing Tekken, he was like already watching all the YouTube guides, knew exactly what he was doing. I was like, what the fuck? And the funniest thing is, I had an idea of you as well. Cause like, so some of the times I see you, I'm like, okay, like you know, she's like a very like fairy like girl. And then when I talk, after a while, I get in my head. I'm like, she's a little bit goofy. She's like, whatever. And then I talk to you, and I'm like, oh, she's kind of smart sometimes, but she acts dumb as fuck. So I think you're really good at that. Like, and this is a compliment, by the way.
Right? Yeah, I was picking up on that.
And I'm always just like, damn, she's smart as fuck. But like a lot of times she just acts like an idiot. I'm like, fuck, man, this is great. I just learn to see different sides of people.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't know that I was acting like an idiot.
Okay, this sounds really bad. Okay, we're gonna have to do some editing magic to make sure this comes out better than they came out.
It stays in.
No,
that stays in.
No, man.
I'm learning a lot.
No, Jodi's really smart.
I'm learning a lot.
And not stupid.
Cheers to that.
Cheers
Thanks,
to that.
man.
Yeah, I feel like it's really fun to get to know people and get to like deep dive into people. I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. You're like that. I did not know.
Like before moving into the OTV house, I knew people like at an acquaintance pretty shallow level,
Yeah.
and then I'm starting to understand people way more. And like, obviously, living with people, you interact with them
Very
way more.
different.
Like, I didn't know that Scarra's one-liners were so good until I met once we were here. You know, like he just comes in, I don't know, and everyone's always like, "Damn, Scarra." He just has
They
these
don't say
one-liners,
that.
and then like I don't know, everyone just has their different types of humor.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel like sometimes I'm a little one and done, but I really like it when Michael drags out a scene. He's really good at dragging out a comedic moment to make it funnier.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I gotta do that more. But like, I'm usually like a one and done type of guy. I'm like a one bullet in the chamber, boom, haha, that was a good one, and then I just leave. That's so like it's funny to see a lot of people's different styles kind of mesh together. I think that everyone's funny in their own way. You have to be a little funny, if not a lot of funny. I think, and if you're not, you're around people who are funny enough, you'll become funny.
Mm.
Well, that's how evolution works, right? We got nature versus nurture. It's like nurture.
Do you think you could do stand up?
No, I'd be terrible at it.
What if you only had to do like a 2-minute set?
My brother, who I very rarely mention, I have an older brother who's currently studying to become a doctor. I don't know why I did that. He tells me about his worst moment of his life, which was he did a stand-up routine in front of his friends. And he told me it was the worst routine ever. And he told me that like he tried to throw in some like Asian racist stuff in there. And I'm like, why would you do that? First of all, like I know you're Chinese, but like chill with that. And like it didn't fly well. And like he went like after someone, and the stage manager who was talking to him was like, wow, that last guy was terrible. And my brother was like, don't worry, man, I got this. And then he just did the worst one of the night. So every time I think about that story, I'm just like, I could not do stand up.
Wait, I could not do stand up.
It's so
Like, I don't think
hard.
anyone can. Like, we're not cut out for that. Nobody here is cut out for
I
that.
think getting over more stage fright. I think Lily could do it. I feel like Lily is the most like trained of
That's
the
true.
talent, because for people who don't know, like every time I lived with Lily, she would, if it was possible, she would sleep in till 2 every day. But if she has a voice acting thing, or she will wake up at 6 a.m. And every time I'm like down here at 8 and I'll see her walk out the door fully dressed up, I'm like, that's a voice acting gig she's going to, because there's nothing else that she would wake up and think for her. So she's like legitimately going to like classes and like all this shit and her things. And I'm like, that is a professional right there. I feel like she comes off with the stand-up chops from people who's done class and does it a lot and enjoys it. I think that she's the person who tends to like the scripted stuff a lot more. And I'm the person where it's like, just build me the framework. I'll come in, maybe throw out, ha, hoo, and then I leave. But she's more of a person who can like carry an elongated scene and has like a better flow for it. Broden is too. I feel like because he comes from more traditional,
Improv type.
beat. He can do that kind of stuff. Where the rest of us, I feel like, are just good at much better at filling out a framework and maybe worse in specific like situations.
Yeah, stand up is that's its own beast.
Yeah, I would not. And a lot of the comedians that I do see stand up for, I'm like, you guys are gods.
Oh yeah, like comedians that like have specials and stuff, they're so talented. Also, just knowing like how stand up is created, like they're testing those jokes multiple times.
Yes.
Like removing a word, adding a word just to get the laugh a little bit funnier. I had to do in a college course, I had to do a stand-up routine in front of a class. Basically it was a course by like, it was a really like big agent, or when he was working in film at the time, he was like Martin Scorsese's agent, Robert De Niro. He had a course where he's basically just teaching you about the industry. And he would force everyone in the class, like in like the second or third week, to do a stand-up routine in front of everyone. And it was this kind of just like perfect icebreaker of like, you're all gonna just fail and nothing's gonna be worse than this. But after that, you know, we can actually do some work.
I like that.
Did it work?
Yeah. And some people did better than others. Mine was like, okay. But it was like, it's a feeling that's like, definitely you need to like kind of flex your muscles and get used to it. Just going up and doing it raw was like, oh God. Cause you're finding that cadence of like, yes, you guys hear about that? You seen this? Hear about this?
Yeah.
It's hard.
I'm cringing already. Like I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I would rather walk through glass.
What I will say, it's way harder to like try to just write jokes. It's easier to like pick a life event or life experience and then kind of like pull at it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what we do for stream.
Yes, we are storytellers, and we tend to just tell our story, which sucks because like you don't leave the house, you don't touch grass, like you don't have the last story.
I don't know. You have that pee story. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
But like now I can't tell again.
No, but hey, for the next time, you said you had a lot of embarrassing moments. Just pull from those.
Oh no, I have like a couple I remember.
That could be your best joke. It could be your best bit. Work on that. Just tell that story 100 more times.
Oh,
craft it. Make it a diamond.
If I tell it like 5 more times, I might be too embarrassed. That reminds me of so Sid doesn't like doing karaoke with a group usually because she likes the karaoke that's more like in front of people. And I've always, and like for me, that's like a terrifying experience. Like going to like a karaoke bar, or like I've heard in like certain areas you like literally go and perform in front of the entire club.
Mm-hmm.
And I am like that is a terrifying thing for me. But like it has some sort of appeal where I'm like, oh, it reminds me of stand up. Where like even if you're singing a song, you know all the lyrics. It's like you memorize your bit. But like to do it in front of people is like, especially we did a karaoke bar shoot in Sawtell a long time ago, OTV, and like I went up after a person whose voice was angelic, and I was like, bro, like
Wait, is this video still live?
Yes.
There's a karaoke bar, OTV. How old is this?
Oh, I don't know. It's like I just know that we went to karaoke.
Which era was this?
Brother, you were in here.
Oh my God, it's young Scarra.
I don't even remember that.
6 years ago.
That is such a long time. Yeah, so we were singing.
I know where you were.
Oh my God. I don't remember. I sang Thong Song by Siska. That is a throwback.
The rest of the lyrics really matter when you're doing karaoke. If you get only.
Oh yeah, this is the era where you guys would always interview yourselves after.
Yeah, I actually kind of like this. It feels very officey to me. You know? I cannot believe that's Lily. Lily saying "creep."
Good choice. Good choice.
Great fucking choice.
Dang. Bring it back. Let's do it one more time.
No, honestly, I think that we killed
karaoke.
Wait, but I'm with Sydney. I don't want to sit in a room with 20 people I know and like we all sit down. I would rather gouge my eyes out. I actually hate that. That's my 7th circle of hell.
Yeah, I think.
Wait, finish your thought and I'll ask you about that.
I prefer being in a bar. You're drunk with your friends. You cue your song. You go up, performing to all these strangers. You know, because the expectation is that you're not good. It's like the same thing with like, it's not the same as stand-up comedy because like stand-up comedy is like people are there expecting you to like be funny.
Oh.
With karaoke, they either expect you to be good or bad. Great. I'm going to be one of those.
Oh.
Bad. And that's fine. Like, you know, like it's the expectation set.
That is true. I think the next time if we ever go karaoke, I'm down to go to one of these bars just because I think it's fun.
Well, it's funny you say that. I got 2 things.
Yeah.
It's funny that you have that mentality about like friend karaoke versus public because the friend one is just the same as public.
It's not because no one's sitting up and no one's going up and performing. Everyone is sitting there and looking at the screen and singing.
Were you there? I feel like you're with the wrong groups then.
Yeah. Okay.
I have been to karaoke with multiple groups at least 3 to 4 times after a club. And every
Like-
time I want to go home.
The groups I go with, like you don't sit, you stand up in front of everyone and you perform for everyone.
Yeah.
I've never.
That's the ones I've been to recently, and they're a lot more fun.
That's
Yeah.
see, that sounds way more fun.
But I think you got to go with
The right people.
y-
The right people.
I agree.
Do you guys feel comfortable doing something like that more in front of like a crowd of strangers or a crowd of your friends?
Strangers.
Strangers. Well, that's crazy. We're thinking the same thing.
You prefer friends, huh?
It's probably, as long as I'm not going after a stranger, I'm down to do. I think it's in front of strangers is better. I agree because they don't know who you are. But
Exactly.
if it's our fans as like strangers, that would be
Yeah.
I'd be
Strangers
down.
have zero expectations.
Right.
You know?
So a good example is when I went to Alaska, we went to like a kind of a neighborhood bar, and they had karaoke where you could sign up, and like we signed up. Me and Trisha signed up to sing, and I was like, this is so fucking cool. There's just like people going around getting drinks. Someone hit on Trisha while we were streaming. She slid him a fake number, and I'm like, this is a great time.
It's a great time.
See, I feel like, yeah, like anonymity is like a blessing
Yes.
in those kinds of places, because like you can really just do anything and be like, well, I'm never gonna see these people again.
Yeah.
Versus like if you're doing this in front of like friends or family, it's like, well, I'm gonna see them for the rest of my life. And they're gonna have this memory
Yeah.
that we
Yeah.
can talk about. And some I might not want to talk about that.
I have one song I sing karaoke where I'm like, people know me by that, but I want to be known for other things now. I'll have to do another song. When Arcane comes out later this year in November, I will hopefully take another one of their songs. I'm sure they'll have
impressed that
bangers.
you know when Arcane is coming out.
We don't. I know the most important cultural moment of our time. Yeah, season 2 Arcane comes out in November.
Season 1, nothing compared to season 2.
I'm just saying. Okay, like Riot doesn't even have to pay me, and I show their shit. I'm under 12 NDAs for that company. Who the fuck cares, man?
Scarra does. That's who cares. Scarra
Mhm.
does.
That's right. That's me.
That's right.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be stoked for Arcane too.
I'm so
You think they'll have a
fucking
premiere? Because the premiere we went to was like during COVID, during quarantine. So do you think this one will be even bigger?
Oh my god, I hope so.
I
Was it during COVID? I can't remember anything.
I bet you it will be, because the first one was like a kind of, people didn't know what to expect
Yeah.
from Riot releasing a show, but then they hit number 1 in like 30 countries, right? It's like this one, the next one, I'm sure they're planning big shit.
Hope so.
It's Riot Games. They like to like celebrate their own shit, and this is one of those things they should be proud of.
Mhm.
Are there any kind of things you guys are looking forward to? Like, obviously, I feel like a lot of us are excited for the next Dune, whatever that is.
Yeah.
You know?
What am I excited about?
Okay.
Moving?
Wait. Did you hear what they're gonna do recently?
Mm-mm.
They're re-releasing the Lord of the Rings trilogy
Oh, I do.
on
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
Are you gonna go see it?
I don't know. It's all in one sitting, right?
What?
Which, well, I don't know if that's true. Because if it's all in one sitting, I actually can't
It's like
do
12
that.
hours. Right?
Yeah.
I
that-
can't.
that
do
is like-
I have a friend that's never seen Lord of the Rings. I was like, this is actually the perfect time, because I think seeing
it's
it
in
in
f-
theaters
it's in
is
It's in 4K, man.
I think the first one extended is 3.5, second one is 3.5, and the last one's 4.
like, I'm down. I love Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I would like. You brought up an interesting point. I don't know if I could do 3 in a row.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
Like, that's ridiculous.
I can't do that.
But like, I would love to watch Lord of the Rings in theater. That would be
I'm in.
awesome.
You could do 1 and 2 in the theater, go get food, finish 3.
You'd have to start it in the morning,
Yeah.
get lunch,
Finish.
start second, take a break, and the third.
You know,
get dinner.
it sounds like Barbieheimer. It's like that
Barbieheimer.
kind of day. Yeah, where people were like, you gotta
Make a
dress
day
up
of
too.
it.
That would be
Fun.
sick. I just got my Renaissance stuff. So I haven't even tried it on, but like, I got some stuff, and I bought Sean some stuff for his birthday. So I'm like, oh, we're
What are you gonna be?
I don't know. I have like a pretty
A scaly.
no.
You could be a
Okay.
dragon.
Yeah,
That
you,
would
you could be a dragon.
Sick. I'm not doing that.
And then we all slay you.
I would not do that. You know what I found out recently? What Sid told me was at the Renaissance Fair. They have the bar maidens
Yeah, yeah.
pour you drinks.
yeah, and they talk down to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
got-
you're gonna become submissive and breedable
So
and
you're
You-
excited for
drink
that?
some ale.
Yeah.
Okay, whoa, that came out real weird from the left and the right. I'm just saying, I found
Well,
out.
how else did you expect
I
us to
found out
receive
some
that?
information, okay, and I'm excited to check out to see scientifically if it exists. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's going to be what I'm looking forward to for the Renaissance Fair.
Are you an ale or mead guy?
You know, I might have to try both.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Hey, double time with the barmaids.
Science, doesn't have a.
What are you gonna be, Broden?
Well, I have my scythe, but I don't think they allow bladed weapons in.
They definitely do not.
It depends on if there's like you have to like do the safety thing.
Yeah,
some things they don't allow.
That scythe's real. I can't do that. Yeah. I do have the rest of my costume though. I could do that.
That'd be
Or,
cool.
Like leather armor.
That would be sick.
I'm debating between grunge fairy elf thing or fox girl because my hair is now red, orange, copper.
Okay, I think you'd always kill a fucking fairy anything, right? So it's like maybe the one time
Switch it up.
Yeah, switch it up.
Honestly, yeah, maybe.
So we've come full circle. Fursona.
I mean, you don't need the snout. You just need
I
the
need a
hair.
tail for sure and some ears.
Those are you can just buy that there. You already have the hair color. You're good to go.
Yeah.
You can like draw like a little snout on you.
Yeah,
It's not a big deal.
yeah. I could just go full fox furry. See, the thing is, that wasn't really my idea. Sydney was like, "You could be a fox girl." I'm like, "Yes, I could do that." Yeah.
Yeah, but just like when Sydney told me some information, now that you have new information, it might affect your decisions.
Right. What did Sydney tell you recently, Roden?
Oh, I haven't spoken to Sydney in years. But I was wondering, all this talk of Ren Fair and furries got me thinking, if like a bunch of furries showed up at a Ren Fair, do you think the Ren Fair people would like yes and it and be like, "Oh my God, we're being overrun by animals"?
I think so.
Mm.
I think they're pretty. The people who go to Renaissance fairs, I in my opinion, are probably pretty open.
Yeah, I
to,
feel like
like,
they would have fun
funny
with it.
stuff,
Especially
yeah.
if somebody showed up as a dragon.
Yeah.
Sick.
I definitely think it's something where it's like they're gonna be happy. People are just having fun,
Mm-hmm.
and I think like the spirit of the Renaissance fair to me is always like that.
Have
People
fun.
LARP at these things. Have you guys ever LARP before?
No, I don't think
You don't?
so.
You've never. Well, like even like in your like day by day, you've never been like casting level 1 fireball. Like never. Just
Not. I guess like maybe it's like a little haha funny, silly.
you're
but
right.
Whoa.
That's what I. Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Have you LARPed? Are you a LARPer?
No,
One time
I put on my cape and my wizard hat. You've never fucking
It
done
is-
that.
at my high school,
Yeah.
my school went into lockdown because they thought there was an intruder that was going to like come and kill the students
And he was a wizard.
because there was a kid LARPing on my school property who's from the school. He just was walking around and he just had a sword and like a cape and was dressed up. And we went into lockdown. I remember having to run to the nearest classroom, which was the drama classroom. And there were 2 girls in the back crying because they thought they were going to die. And then they had to announce, "Sorry, everybody. Just Jerry LARPing." So
That's fucking.
that's
awesome.
actually my only experience with
Y-
IRL LARPing.
Wow. False alarm, guys. Jerry was just having some fun.
Yep. Literally. It was a foam sword.
It's even a real one.
So I don't know how that like all unfolded, but we went into lockdown.
Did people hate on Jerry after that?
I don't think so. Not that I know of.
They were good. Yeah, they were just like, yeah, Jerry's having a good time.
Yeah.
It's these guys who couldn't recognize a foam sword.
Exactly.
So, speaking about Renaissance Fair, would you guys ever go to a furry convention?
I would go.
How was it?
You
Would you recommend it?
I've
Wait.
never been. Oh, the Renaissance Fair. I've been before. Yeah, it's nice.
Wasn't your whole thing you went to a furry convention in your?
No. That was an anime convention.
Oh.
I could see. And no, it was a. This is.
I mean,
this is-
hop, skip, and a jump over there, really.
It was. Hold on. It was a shoe, K-pop anime convention.
Shoe?
Yes, like a
Shoe?
shoe, like a serious shoe reseller.
Shoe like the things I wear on my feet.
Yes, you could buy $1,000 shoes there.
K-pop.
So Anime Impulse was shared a convention center with 3 different conventions at the same time.
I see. Wait, Scarra, you need to go to a furry convention with us.
I know.
Yeah.
And they like it was crazy.
You have to.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know.
Wait, sorry. So if I go to a furry convention, do I have to be in the full suit?
No.
Or can I
think you
rewear
do.
my Ren Fair Fox Girl costume?
You probably there are also
I
We
think
chasing
you can
a
wear either.
yeah, I don't
Can
think
you
it,
look up furry convention walkthrough?
I think you could be there in just normal clothes too.
yeah, you can. You don't need to be. But it would be funny if you
We should dress up for sure.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you have to.
And then we should also buy a fursuit from
Hey,
like
there's a lot of people in that crowd that are not dressed up.
yeah.
So I'm curious, you know how like at like anime conventions
Yeah.
or like Comic-Con,
Yeah.
like
Lily's famous at anime conventions.
people of interest will be there
Yeah.
and people will go up for signings
Yeah.
and stuff. At furry conventions, is there any of that? Are there any like world famous furries that show up and people are like,
I
oh, sign my tail, you know?
think there are people who are famous in the scene.
Oh,
But I would not be able to confirm.
dude, you're so sly. Tell us later.
Oh,
You dog. Sorry, you dragon.
guys, I've never been to fur convention. I don't even really want to go. I'm just asking you guys if you're interested.
Sure, man. I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Think I fit this in my mouth? Sorry. keep going.
We're back to that, huh? That's why you're famous, huh? Okay.
Yeah, okay. Say a lot of effort.
Amanda just asked, "Have you ever pooped your pants?" I have not.
Oh, like when you have serious diarrhea or something?
No, just have you pooped your pants, Scarra?
No.
Do you want to give us an age?
I think. Sorry, keep going.
Like what are we saying? Like past 5 years old? Like I'm assuming adulthood, right?
I'm assuming at some point in my life I've shit my pants.
We know you've peed your pants.
I don't. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, that was the last time I'm bringing it up. I promise.
I'll pee my pants in the house. Next time you see me, you just can't say anything. This is the
Wait,
it's gonna
Scarra,
be like
that's a really good bit. Okay,
Yeah.
if you ever you should commit to it at least once.
just pee
Just
my pants in
pee
front of
your
you.
fucking pants. Like I will have so much respect for you. Do it now.
A lot of times women say things, and this is
Wait,
why
no, I'm
this is
serious.
why it's confusing.
No,
Because
okay,
they'll say
I'm
stuff
saying
like
it.
this,
I'm saying
and
it as
then
it is.
I'm
I'm saying it as Scar. If I was streaming one day, you came in and just peed, I would. The sheer shock factor is so funny. That is funny.
You heard it here first. Guess. Stay tuned to Jodi's stream.
What's the like coolest or funniest way someone could pee their pants?
Okay.
Like, is there any way to like redeem it?
I think so. Red Bull does these things where they do superhuman stunts, right? Like skydiving. So if you skydive and you pee midair and you land first and you catch your pee with like a cup, boom, Red Bull classic.
Wow, you came up with that so fast. It makes me think you think about this before going to bed. Like you're
Yeah.
like, if I ever could, I would.
Well, I mean, like, what do you think about before you go to bed? It can't be everything you read.
Generally, things I feel really bad about, maybe, or
Yeah.
like nothing like that.
Yeah, I mean, but like sometimes you have to see how far humanity can go. And a lot of times you need people thinking at the forefront to be able to get there.
Wait, I actually just went to a Red Bull thing, and they were like, "Hey, look, we have all this stuff available to you. You want to go skydiving?
Dude,
Sure. You want to go learn how to skateboard? Sure.
Red
You
Bull-
could do this.
Yeah, Red Bull is crazy.
Wait,
like,
no, you could do this. This doesn't have to be a dream, Scarra. You could do this.
yeah, but I'm not a Red Bull athlete. But you know who is? This guy's toast.
You're so right.
He could do it for us.
And he'd be
Right out there.
down too.
Yeah,
Yeah. He loves heights. He loves peeing.
yeah.
The perfect role.
His logo's yellow.
He also likes, big spectacle.
Yeah.
This is huge.
He's been
That's brilliant.
he's been trying to cook up ideas to make him like go a step further in his career, and I think this is it.
Cool.
We can.
I like this.
Yeah, I do too. But you wouldn't be mad if I came into your room where
If
you're
I had
streaming.
to clean up your pee, I'm gonna be a little mad. If I
But-
don't, then I'm fine with it.
What if I get John to clean it up?
Okay.
Cool.
I'm telling you, that's a good bit. Or like if you just moon the stream and shit on the floor. Wait, do you guys not think that is like that's so shock
That
value
is
funny?
a power move.
Yes.
Like,
Is that TOS?
100%. You cannot defecate on stream. I trust me. I know the rules inside out. You couldn't
You
twerk
just
without
looked it up.
you couldn't twerk without getting permanent banned up until a couple years ago
Okay.
because some higher up at Twitch got really mad at someone. I don't remember, but twerking was just not legal for a bit.
Interesting.
Well, they don't like butts.
Yeah, I mean, I guess not. But yeah, I think there's a lot of things we can do. You know, a lot of streaming is about pushing the next boundary, and like sometimes I'm not comfortable with some things, but like
But you're gonna push that boundary out your butt.
no,
Nice.
with the illegal,
Really
push
nice.
that boundary out of my bladder.
Yeah.
Got it.
Or
Got
you
it.
could push out your butt and then you shake it out of your shorts and it falls onto the floor.
I would have to replace the shorts, but that may be a small price to pay.
Well, you'd have to replace the shorts no matter what. Peeing, pooping. So you might as well go big or go home.
Would I?
It's concerning, Scar. I guess you could just wash it.
Yeah.
The only thing is that I also use the same washer and dryer that you use, and so I have some issues with that, but that's fine.
I mean,
Well-
it's cool. I'll just tell you so you can go after me.
You also use the same washer dryer that Sid uses, and her dogs pee on everything.
There we go. I'm
Pee your pants right
I'm
now,
just
dude.
another animal.
And we're right back to the dragon. Wow, full circle again.
What can I say? Circle of life. I
would say-
I want to say Lion King, best Disney movie. Just
I agree with that.
it's
Yeah.
fucking
My
just
favorite.
a classic, and they just did everything well.
The music's also incredible.
Just my favorite.
How did we go from shitting our pants to The Lion King?
Well, I literally said the Circle of Life.
Yeah, circle of life.
That's a crazy jump.
I
guys.
legitimately think it is my favorite Disney movie of all time.
I think I'm with you. But that's I don't think I know of all the Disney movies, but off the top of my head, that one.
Well, I mean, it's easy. There's Wall-E. There's
Well, that's Pixar.
Okay, that's easy.
So-
he says.
yeah, that's easy. Just that easy. There's Bambi,
Okay,
No White.
Seven Dwarves.
that's
Same
same
I was
movie as her.
finishing her sentence.
Tangled.
That's Disney. Yeah, yeah.
That's a good one, right?
Um,
Good one. Mandy Moore.
Ant's Life.
You,
Bugs
you
Life?
combined two.
Bugs Life.
Yeah.
Scar, let's switch topics. Let's be quiet.
That was also
Mm.
Pixar again.
No. But the other one was not.
That was DreamWorks. That wasn't even Disney.
DreamWorks is DreamsWorks.
DreamWorks did Kung Fu Panda,
good.
right?
Yeah, and
They do
Shrek.
good stuff. And Shrek, yeah.
Yeah.
Let them go.
Did you know that Shrek was originally like the project people would get sent to when like you've heard this? Yeah. Shrek was like the what's the term? Like the black sheep of DreamWorks, where if you were working on something and like people didn't like what you were doing, they're like, you've been banished to work on Shrek.
And now look at it. Shrek's
Exactly.
And
the
it's a
multi-billion-dollar.
classic, yeah.
Yeah,
Still alive to this day. Now there's Shrek Crocs,
true.
Shrek CTVs that are going for $2,000.
I still can't.
Boppin'.
I still can't believe that Crocs became a thing.
That's what I'm saying. Because I think
Please
they're
sponsor
truly
us.
like so ugly, and yet I wear them. So I don't really understand it.
I think that they went from something that people made fun of, like nonstop, to something that became cool. And I'm just like, wow, that's crazy how the cultural like landscape can just shift like
Are
that.
they cool
Yeah, are
though, or are
Crocs
they like
cool?
ironic cool?
It's like people wore them ironically, and now like I feel like some of their collabs are just really cool. Like I think there's just some collabs that I look at and I'm like, I love this collab. Like for instance, recently, Evo Japan, the fighting game tournament, did a Sesame Street collab. Literally the Sesame Street characters. I love the Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, like
Crocs.
but it's ironic. But they do such a good job at being ironic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you could have a fucking great collab, and I fucking love it. You know, and I think that they do a lot of crazy, like Reese's. They do a lot of crazy, great collabs.
Yeah, like
The-
high heel Croc.
My favorite fashion collab, in terms of like out there, was a Gila Klein's.
The Astro Boy boots.
No, although that's funny. SpongeBob with her.
I gotta ask, why are the little things you put on Crocs called Jibbitz?
No idea.
Oh, Jibbitz.
So yeah, that whatever that is. Teddy Fresh. So they did like You should have seen Sean wear this.
Sean, I've seen Sean wear
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Sean has one of these.
This looks like Carl Jacobs merch.
No, Carl's J. Well, never mind.
But yeah. So I think that this is one of the best collabs.
But yeah, why Jibbitz? Jibbitz make me think it's like the internal organs of a little chicken or something.
Yeah. Have you guys bought
Jibbit.
Jibbitz before?
So my Croc pair that I got in Korea because
Yeah.
I needed a comfortable little shoe to wear,
Yeah.
and they were platform. So I was in, and I did buy Jibbitz because they were right next to him, and they were cute, and they were cinema roll, and they light up, and it's riding a skateboard. So
That's how they got her.
Yeah, I do own a pair of Crocs that I do wear when I'm like, it is kind of just convenient
No,
when I'm like not trying to wear a real shoe.
I only wear Crocs, generally speaking, to the store to take out the trash and to pick up mail.
Yeah.
And like that's it.
They have some cute ones though. Like I had like Croc sliders given to me. Well, I guess all Crocs are sliders. They're like cute little sandal platform things, and they're cute. They're just whatever, just Crocs.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I would own a pair of Crocs, but then TwitchCon happened and we all got gifted them.
We all
Yep.
got, okay. So
Yep.
we all got gifted Crocs, but like I thought one was mine, or I think it is mine, and people just kept wearing everyone else's Crocs. I have no idea who's now. They're just all over the
There's
place.
so many Crocs in
That's
this
why
household.
you need the Jibbitz.
The thing is,
Yeah.
mine had the Jibbitz. The One Piece one is the one that's mine.
Oh.
I bought One Piece Jibbitz, which is like fucking famous ass manga, and it's like I put.
That's what you clarify.
Look, I'm not a weeb, okay, guys, but
You bought One Piece Jibbitz.
yeah, they're
But
like,
also, I love the way you kind of like passively are like, yeah, like the biggest manga in the world, whatever. Yeah, this thing here.
Yeah,
well, I had to explain to Jodi.
you're right. I didn't know. You're right because I don't know.
She acted like, what is that?
To be fair, I don't know anyone in One Piece. I remember I was trying to buy Amanda a gift for Christmas. I was like, this person.
What's funny is you're in like Nami cosplay right now.
That's what people keep saying. I don't.
You are. You should be Nami.
Okay, so if I dress up as Nami, will it get a lot of like engagement?
Yes.
Okay, I'll just do it for the engagement, but I won't know do people like her?
Yeah,
She's literally like a top.
She's sick. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
The whole room is murmuring, yeah, do it, Jodi. Yeah.
Wait, what's her cost? She just wears a white striped shirt.
Do you
and
want? Wait, what's the
orange
one? What's
skirt.
the one from Wano?
That's it. I
Yeah.
could do that tomorrow.
Simple, easy,
Yeah.
yeah.
She does a lot. Wait. What does she look like? What is her outfit in the most recent arc?
Guys, I'm gonna be such a poser if I do this.
Well,
Like, I will literally-
You could literally be like, "Hey, Amanda told me to cosplay this." That could be your thing.
My title is okay.
Oh, that's her most recent outfit. The one on the right. That's not bad. Interesting.
My hair is much shorter than that.
What's interesting, the show starts with her short hair and then it looks like it grows out.
Yeah,
Oh my god, it'll be like me, IRL.
Yeah.
but yeah, she's like one of the most famous
Cool.
characters in One Piece. She's probably top 5. Is she top 5, Amanda?
You know who else I could cosplay? Yona from Akatsuki no Yona.
People love that show.
I love that.
Yes, you
That's
should
the
do
one
it.
I do
You
love.
should do it.
Hey,
You're not a
now
poser.
spell that. Akatsuki no Yona.
Oh God, you really killed him here.
Yeah, put that in. Put
Fiona.
that in.
Oh,
You can look up Yona of the Dawn as well.
yeah.
Yona, not Yoda. Yona.
You know what? Close enough, man. Oh,
Yeah.
it's like I could.
In the very early stages when she chopped off all her hair.
Oh,
Maybe John will cosplay as Hawk. I'm gonna do this.
yes.
This is so like what Vampire Knight like 0. Hey, what?
no,
Okay,
no.
Vampire Knight was one of the first mangas I ever read, like along with Shugochara. So Ikuto from Shugochara, 0 from Vampire Knight, and Hawk from Akatsuki no Yona are like my type. That's my North Star, baby.
Was it Vampire Knight? I heard.
Yeah, that's weird. It's weird. It's a weird story. I'm pretty sure.
No, but everyone grew up on it. So every time I read comments about it online, people are always like, "Yeah, I grew up reading this, but I didn't know what it meant until later." And I'm like, "Oh, it is a little
Yeah,
weird."
basically like she gets with her brother.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
But I hated the brother. His name's Kanami. Ugh. 0. Oh, so hot. So hot. He's so hot. He really is. He's all like sad and broody and mean. I'm like, that's hot. That's hot. Well, like, okay, the thing is though, none of these guys, if you were to put them in real life, I would hate them.
Yeah.
But as fictional characters, I'm like, damn, that's hot.
You're so mean. That's hot.
Yeah. In stories, it works. In real life, absolutely not.
Mm.
Because usually they're not actually mean. They're mean because they're like hurting inside.
Right. And since you know their internal thoughts, it's
Yeah,
like
they're like
easier
coming
to,
around.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. I'm gonna cosplay Yona of the Dawn, and that I won't be posing. That
No,
one.
it's literally your favorite thing. I've
Yeah.
heard about this for fucking years.
Mhm.
That's crazy that she just spit more spit more animation.
Yeah, get me on your weeb podcast, bro.
You are literally coming on. I want to get you on a podcast to literally talk about that. I'm not even kidding. So when you brought this up yourself, I was like, oh, that's it. I really said it in our podcast chat. I was like, at one point, I have to get Jodi on.
Cool. We can talk about only those 3.
That's fine. That's literally.
I used to read a lot more manga, but
Could force her to read something, I'm sure. Nothing I recommend you, but I can force her to read something.
Wait, why not would you recommend me?
Okay, so you do recommendations for like people, like whether like songs or like food or something. You think like based on like what you think they'd like, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So like that's why. So like for him, I recommend him something like
We all just paused to read that.
Stop. So for him, I recommend stuff that's very creatively out there and really cool. Like when I like, he literally is defined by like the rule of cool, where it's just super crazy shit. And I think as a person who's creative, that he would appreciate a lot of that.
Yeah,
But
rule of cool.
I don't know if I would recommend some of the same stuff to other people.
Because it's too cool for them.
No, I just think they like other things. Like I'd recommend something else for her.
Because I don't like cool things.
Yeah. What are you saying about her?
Because I don't like cool things and I come off as an idiot.
I don't think you'd like Chainsaw Man.
Wait, really? Everyone says it's so good. That and Full Metal Alchemist.
Okay. They're like generically good, but since I know your taste, I think you would.
Wait, Scarra's doing that thing. What Scarra does when he talks about anime is he purposely says things where people are going to come into the comments and just like try to rip him to shreds because he farms the engagement.
I don't do that on purpose. Do not say that like I do. All of our short comments are ripping into me or Peter. Every single one. I've never been a part of such a community where the number one comment on every single thing we post is them shit talking our opinion. And I'm just like, that is crazy.
Wait, low-key though, it's good. It's like good to have
haters.
That kind of, yeah, no, it's good to have that kind of take because then you create a conversation about it.
But it's the funny thing is like it's not like we're not trying to engagement bait. We're like literally, I do think like soul leveling is kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie. I think the art's hard carrying.
Do more for this episode.
Yeah. Come on. But like,
boost the engagement on this one.
Like,
say something.
It's so funny because the shorts that will go out there with that kind of stuff, people are like, "What the fuck did this guy say, motherfucker?" I'm gonna show him what's up. Beat the shit out of him in the comment. I've read more hate comments about myself in the last 4 weeks than I've ever read.
You're like the meme of the one guy standing up with his hat on his chest and he's like saying something to the mic, you know? You know what I'm talking about? He's like, if one person's like gonna say something, it's gonna be me. That's you.
Oh, someone's gotta say it, you know?
Someone's gotta say it, man.
Wow. Well, Scarra.
Yep.
You've completed the gauntlet. You've bested the questions from hell. This camera, this camera, this camera. Tell the people what you're working on, man.
Is that what I'm supposed to do? Like, is this normal?
Yeah, that's how we close it out. Come on.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I am I have my own podcast with Peter. We talk about anime, manga. It's more manga focused than anything else. I feel like me and him really love reading pictures. Like children, you know, we started like as children, we grew up and then we reverted back to our childhood ways. And then it comes out every week. And aside from that, all the OTV stuff. It's weird to promote stuff that you guys are also in. So all the OTV videos. I think I want to rip apart a Costco chicken on stream.
He's been fixated on this idea. I've heard this for the last 48 hours.
No, but
nonstop.
I've done it myself, like not on stream. So I'm like, when I was ripping into it, I was like, damn, if someone else was here and we were talking and then something else happened, I have the base idea. I just don't know how to finish.
Wait, sounds like a new podcast. Every episode, you just
that's what I was
rip
thinking.
A piece of chicken.
So originally, it was just gonna be a podcast where like you're not allowed to use gloves. You have to rip it in primally with your fucking hands, and you just you rip it apart, and at the very end, you like eat it / rate how you dismembered it between the two, and at that point, you've gotten closer and you've talked about life.
Wait, in that case, you should just be out in the wilderness. You have to make a fire, dress up like the Flintstones, and then rip apart the chicken. Like, you know, it should just be.
Yo, the podcast title, Tearing It Up.
Ooh. How many podcasts can we possibly make, guys? There's not enough of us.
Tearing it up? This guy's a genius, man. This guy's a genius. Usually what happens is I'll think of names and then Amanda will say something just completely out there. Like the name of the podcast would be like, We Kill Black Bears. And I'll be like, what was that? And then I'll be like, I kind of like that. And then I think about, and then that's how I get to my idea. I think I like Amanda's ideas. You're a little out there, Amanda. Good work.
She is, and I do really like it.
Yeah. Usually it's like the idea, and it's something that will definitely get us canceled or in jail or in prison for an extended amount of time. And I'm like, I loved everything, even the part where we went to jail.
Yeah, she's like, let's go commit arson. And then we're like, well, we can't really do that.
Yeah. But good looks. Keep us on our toes. Like, oh, anytime they say yes, be like, shit, we gotta go work with other people.
All right. Well, Amanda is mouthing obscenities at us, telling us to wrap this up.
Yeah. Literally giving us a middle finger right now. Yeah.
Scarra, thank you so much for joining us on the pod. We're gonna be talking to you a little bit more on the Patreon part of this.
Awesome.
Scarra
episode.
said that he's gonna deep throat the mic.
Yeah.
No,
Or
I'm
the Patreon
not.
segment. You said that.
I mean, if you guys want me to.
I gaslit him so easily.
You would be leveling up, John.
Does John do this too?
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you. Bye. See you in the next one.